皆さんこんにちは。プロイです。もう一回ちょっとやってみようかなと思って。
Is there something I can do for you, Your Grace?
Indeed you can. I believe tonight you and I are both concerned by the actions of a certain person. Come, dance with me. Spies will not hear us on the dance floor.
Very well. Shall we dance, Your Grace?
I'd be delighted.
さて
Have the Dalish gained a sudden passion for politics? What do you know about
何
our
でいけ
civil
ばいいんだ
war?
ろう。さてこれは相当難しいパターンなのかな。
My advisors keep me informed.
One would hope the Inquisition's leaders had a proper understanding of politics.
It took great effort to arrange tonight's negotiations. Yet one party would use this occasion for blackest treason. The security of the Empire is at stake. Neither one of us wishes to see it fall.
だからここに来たと強気で言ってみましょうか。
I'm here to make sure it doesn't.
Perhaps the Maker truly has sent you to us. The world is filled
ダメだ。
with doubts and uncertainty.
何言ってもダメなのか
Fear
な。
rules more hearts than any empire. I know you arrived here as a guest of my brother Gaspar and have been everywhere in the palace. You are a curiosity to many, Inquisitor, and a matter of concern to some.
あなたにとって私は
Am I the curiosity or the concern to you, Your Grace?
A little of both, actually.
いいんじゃないですか。
This evening is of great importance, Inquisitor. I wonder what role you will play in it. Do you even yet know who is friend and who is foe? Who in the court can be trusted?
三門会を信用している。誰も信用していない。誰を信用している？セイリーンを信用している。セイリーンを信用してい
If you
る。
can't trust the Empress, who can you trust?
How
Dame
far
ka.
will you go, I wonder, for the sake of that allegiance? It cannot have escaped your notice that certain parties are engaged in dangerous machinations tonight.
分かっている。皆がそうだろう。
I thought dangerous machinations were the national sport in Orlais.
まマイ
You
ナ
have
ス
little
15。
time.
うんそうですね。
The attack will come soon. You must stop Gaspard before he strikes. In the royal wing garden, you will find the captain of my brother's mercenaries. He
Dame
knows
ka na.
all Gaspard's secrets. I'm sure you can persuade him to be forthcoming. May Andraste guide you, Inquisitor.
どうでしょう。どうだ。ダメか。いけるか。あ、よかった。ギリギリ。
Mother's breath, you danced with the Grand Duchess and I didn't prepare you. Are you all right?
The Duchess had some interesting things to say.
Of that, I have no doubt. Were you dancing with Duchess Lorian?
More importantly, what happened in the servants' quarters? I heard there was fighting.
I hope you have good news. It appears the peace talks are crumbling.
裏切り者ギャスパルだ。
I found Gaspard's knife in the lower levels, used to kill a man. His sister confirms he's the traitor.
She offered up her own brother? She's more cutthroat than I realized.
Then The attack on the Empress will happen tonight.
Warning Celine is pointless. She needs these talks to succeed, and to flee would admit defeat. Then perhaps we should let her die.
Hmm. そう来ないとな。レリアナさんにグッジョブって言ってみ
I
よ
like where this is going.
I don't. If Corypheus
う。
succeeds,
そうだね。
what Corypheus wants is chaos. Even with Celine alive, that could still happen. To foil his plan, the Empire must remain strong. This evening, someone must emerge victorious.
And it doesn't need to be Celine. She's right.
Do you realize what you're suggesting, Leliana? Sometimes the best path is not the easiest one.
え
You're asking me to decide what's best for Orlais.
More than that, whoever controls the Imperial throne will affect all of
ー、
Thales.
そうですね。
You cannot stop Corypheus without a decision. You must support someone, or all is lost. Then we should support Celine. She is the rightful ruler. Why would we say otherwise?
Because she led Orlais to this point. I say Gaspard, provided his sister is wrong about him.
I would suggest Briala. She could bring true peace, not only to the Empire, but also to its elves. This is, however, your decision, Inquisitor, not ours.
そうですね。エルフなんでブリアナさん。
How should I support Briala? I assume she can't be Empress.
She can't. She can, however, be the power behind the throne, with Gaspard. True. She could never control Celine, not with their history.
So Celine dies and Gaspard takes the throne. Briala would need a way to control him, some kind of leverage.
What did Duchess Florian tell you?
She said Gaspard's mercenary captain is in the royal wing, that he knows about the assassination.
Which could be a trap.
Or a lead. Either way, you should search the private quarters in that wing for clues.
Then get me access. And in the meantime, get your soldiers into position.
At once. Be careful, Inquisitor.
よし。じゃあ。脅迫材料を探せ。宮廷島。宮廷島ってどこだ。ジョセフィーヌさんにちょっととりあえず会ってきますか。情報また仕入れたんでね。
Is Lady Pentecost wearing? I've an idea. Inquisitor. Hello.
What do you think of helping Brianna take control?
Oh, you were serious. I cannot recommend it. Whatever Briala offers, she, of anyone here, has the least reason to stay loyal to us.
まあそうでしょうね。
Another time.
まあそうなりますよね。ブリアナと話せ。ブリアナのとこだ。どこ？あった。
Inquisitor Lavalin, how many of the guests have mistaken you for a kitchen servant? You haven't exactly impressed anyone this evening. Maybe you need another miracle. What brings you to me?
I found an elven locket hidden among Celine's things. This isn't yours, is it?
Let me see that. She kept this. What was she thinking? If Gaspard had found this, it would have ruined her.
She thought she could use it against you, perhaps.
Perhaps you're right.
I want to know more about the peace talks. What are you hoping to gain from tonight's negotiations?
A voice. Simple enough, isn't it? My people have none. We've lived for centuries amid the lowest ranks of society.
そうですね。エ
No
ル
one
フ。
hears us. No one sees us.
うん。
If the elves of Halam Shiral were elevated, if we had an elven noble at court, we'd have recognition. Voice.
Everyone should have representation in their government.
A start. That's all this is. Something humans can't ignore, and something elves can aspire to. But that's the future. We need to focus on the task at hand.
If Celine were killed, what would happen to your plans?
Assuming I'm not the one blamed, it would be precarious. I've been working on Gaspard, but he's like a charging bull. It would be easier to rein him in if I had something that could hurt him.
I had a question about you, Brianna.
I'm an elf, Inquisitor. That should tell you everything you need to know about my
そう
life.
でしょうね。
I'm good at what I do. That's all that matters. I will help my people no matter the cost.
すごいね。
I've been told you were romantically involved with the Empress.
I didn't take you for a gossip monger, Inquisitor. I suppose your spies have already briefed you, so there's no point in pretending. Yes, Celine and I were lovers once, but we've gone our separate ways now.
What's your story? How is an elf invited to the Empress's ball as an ambassador?
Empress Celine and I have history. There was a time when I put my spies at her disposal. She knows my qualifications. We had a falling out. Now we are negotiating to determine whether I return to her side in the war.
I'm surprised you'd admit that, considering the circumstances.
I know it's incriminating. Few harbor more resentment against Celine than I. But if she died after inviting me here, the court would certainly pin her death on me. An elf assassinating the Empress? Alienages across Orlais, across all Thedas, would be purged.
うん。
That cannot happen.
You might be interested in what I've found. It's about Gaspard. You think Gaspard was behind the murder of that council emissary and the Tevinter agents in the servants' wing?
Gaspard is ruthless. He wants the throne, but to conspire with Tevinter, that's low even for him. If you intend to stop him, you'll need irrefutable proof. His supporters will accept nothing less.
このブリーナさんが一番茨の道ですよね。
He's been threatening the nobles on the Council of Heralds.
Typical. Gaspard's always been a bully, regardless of the Chevalier Code.
I found orders issued to his general to sneak troops into the palace.
My people report his chevaliers skulking around where they shouldn't be. It's a foolish move if he doesn't succeed. Sneaking men in is easy. Getting them out unnoticed is not.
He's been threatening the nobles on the Council of Heralds.
Typical. Gaspard's always been a bully, regardless of the Chevalier Code.
We'll speak more later, Ambassador.
Another time, Inquisitor.
キャスパールを脅せる材料を探したいですよね。さて、
My friend, come in, have a drink. What can I do?
そうなんですよね、この人。
Not winning over the court? You're in good company, at least.
I'd like to know more about you.
All of Orlais knows my story. But you, my friend, are far too sensible to be Orlesian. The heart of it is simple. I am the rightful heir to the throne of Ole. But my cousin, Celine, is a politician, while I am a man of action. She charmed the Council of Heralds. They gave the crown to her, and while it looks fetching on her, I intend to take it back.
Just what are you claiming? Her crown? Or her head?
If Celine loses her head, it will not be my doing. I want my empire. I do not wish harm on my cousin, but I would not win at her demise.
I discovered something you might be interested in. It's about you, in fact. Want to tell me why you were threatening the members of the Council of Heralds?
The language of politics, Inquisitor. If you cannot bribe politicians, you threaten them into backing down. Most of the Council are Celine's lapdogs. There was little chance I could win their support any other way.
あっさり。
There's a Council of Heralds emissary in the servants' quarters. Stabbed to death with your knife.
No. That's impossible. Who would try to pin such a crime on me? The elf? It seems unlike Celine.
I have the orders issued to your general to sneak troops into the palace.
Of course I did. The Winter Palace is hardly neutral ground for our peace talk.
もうこれ
I
は
would be disappointed
認
in
めるんだ。
Celine if she were not using this opportunity to set a trap. And while we rarely agree on anything, I have never yet been disappointed in our Empress.
もう一回聞いてみ
There's
よ
a Council of Heralds emissary in the servants' quarters. Stabbed to death with your knife.
No. That's impossible. Who would try to pin such a crime on me? The elf? It seems unlike Celine.
I have a question about the peace talks. The Grand Duchess says you're plotting to kill Celine.
Resorting to rumor-mongering, Inquisitor? Come, we are beyond such childish stratagems. My sister would never say that. There are no words to convince me that Florian would turn on me.
How have the negotiations been so far?
The port won't last the evening, I'm afraid. We will end the night with nothing settled. Which should surprise nobody. But it will disappoint my sister. I don't know why she had such high hopes for this ball. Florian always was hopelessly optimistic.
う。さて、
Another time, friend.
どうも。ジョセフィーヌ。
More servers in the ballroom. It's everybody. We can only hope Celine prevails tonight.
The Grace's Chamberlain has disappeared as usual.
ピミエンヌさんじゃないんだよ
Don't
な。
worry so much, my dear. I'll be ready when the time comes to strike.
Any words of wisdom for navigating the ballroom?
Speak to the Council of Heralds. 6 of them are here tonight. The 7th member of the Council is indisposed. His absence will complicate the negotiations. The Council are the highest-ranking players of the game. They see everything. They might know something we can use.
そうですか。ありがとう。
Watch your back, Inquisitor. Remember, everyone here wants you dead.
Run along, Inquisitor.
あら。
Mistress Nightingale, what a pleasure to see you again. You look
Incredible.
yes.
So many crimes of fashion.
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
They'll never live this down.
脅迫集めをもっとやらなきゃいけないのかな。
Inquisitor, was there something you needed?
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Nothing that stands out. I doubt there's a single person here without ulterior motives.
We'll talk later.
I await your signal.
やることがわからん。話聞いておくか。
Are all the demos
Maker, I hope there's something we may do for you.
We are here to assist.
We will speak to the Empress on your behalf.
I made a fascinating discovery. An elven locket in the Empress's vault.
Oh dear. That is very interesting.
I'll get Her Majesty.
Inquisitor, I regret that we did not have time to speak earlier. No doubt you have questions about many things.
The nobles knew you were keeping elven trinkets in the royal vault. It would cause a scandal.
You are right, of course. I don't know why I kept it. It was a foolish thing to do.
Maybe you kept it because you still care for Briala.
I do. It is not wise, but we cannot always be wise. Thank you for coming tonight, Inquisitor. I have business to attend, but I hope we will speak again.
あれ、それで終わり？あれ、そうなんか進むかなと思ったんですけどね。
Another time, perhaps?
Are we ready to move out?
You don't seem to care much for the ball.
Or legions pretend their petty squabbles are a game. Yes, let us treat murder, corruption, and deceit as delightful amusements. How wonderful. We are here to save Empress Celine, and it galls me. Why does she merit our protection? The Empire would be better off without her. Gaspard is the leader Olay needs in this crisis.
You support the Civil War?
Of course not. Chaos is what Corypheus wants, and we must oppose him. Were it up to me, however, I would let Celine fall and Gaspard take the throne. He would see the true threat, not spend his time throwing balls and writing letters.
あれ、なんかあるぞ。ほうほう。ここに行きゃいいのかな。上層階へですね。よし。じゃあちょっといい時間なので、一回止めさせていただいて、 次上層階に行ってみようかと思いますが、結構あっさり皆さんお認めになるんですね。結構否定するかななんて思ったんですけど、ロケット渡しちゃったし、ギャスパールもいや密偵はいるよみたいなことをサクッと言ったり、ブリネは前は彼女でしたみたいなことも言ってるんで、あららって別に弱みに切れてないなと思ってがっくりしちゃったんですけど、よし、じゃあ次やってみたいと思いますが、次もよかったら見てくださいね。ブロイでした。